A scary video of a teenager who spent the night at Michael Jackson's home has resurfaced. In 1999, the pop king, Michael Jackson, had transformed his vast ranch into a veritable private amusement park named Neverland. It featured rides, a cinema, a zoo, and luxurious bedrooms. A magical place, especially for children, whom Michael loved to invite for a dream stay. But this dream could have turned into a nightmare.
Tonight, we're looking at some creepy TikToks that will haunt you forever. Welcome back, family. Thank you to all the channel members for support. If you guys haven't already, remember to like, subscribe, hype the video up so it gets pushed to more people. This one is kind of spooky, so watch at your own risk. Let's go.
Let's talk about one of the most cursed videos out on the internet right now. The Peggy doll video. Now, before I show you the cursed video, I need to give you a warning because apparently 80 people felt sick after watching this video. Specifically, they had chest pains, nausea, and crippling headaches. Just letting you know just in case. Also, apparently a British woman got a heart attack after watching this video. Peggy is a doll that is said to be possessed by an English woman that was born in 1946, passed from a chest-related condition. But Peggy started going absolutely viral in 2015 because allegedly this video caused people to get sick, to get anxiety attacks. Some even said that their computer screens froze after playing this video. Apparently, Peggy can also give you nightmares. So listen, if you're anxious, maybe don't watch this video. I'm just gonna show you the video. Here it is. Do you feel different? Are you anxious? Do you have a headache? Or are you suffering from a placebo effect, you think? Anyways, yeah, there's the video. I'm gonna be honest, I believe that things can be haunted. But watching this video, I feel okay right now. I'll tell you if I have nightmares. But yeah, do you guys think this video is truly haunted? Or do you think a bunch of people are just suffering from the placebo effect? I don't know about that though, because if there was a woman that had a heart attack after watching this, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know, let me know.
Definitely would say it's more of a placebo effect.
Oh, Lily Bell. Oh, Lily Bell. Oh, Lily Bell. This guy knock herself out.
Top 5 scariest things caught on camera in abandoned tunnels. This is all done in one part, so make sure to follow because we don't do part 2s here. Number 5. A group of explorers are searching through an abandoned tunnel built by the Germans in World War II. The unique thing with this tunnel is that the Germans were hiding this from the public. Even to this day, it's unknown what happened in these tunnels, but these brave explorers captured something shocking that I think you should take a look.
she's up.
Number 4. 3 friends begin to search what looks like an abandoned train tunnel. They soon realize that the tunnel is a lot longer than what it appeared to be, and they begin to panic. They start jogging and see lights at the end of the tunnel. They begin to get excited because they think they found the end, when suddenly this happens.
We're probably barely halfway. What if a train started coming right now? It's a train! I'm gonna get on the side.
Number 3. A Russian YouTuber wanted to explore tunnels and found a tunnel so small that he actually had to take off his backpack. He starts to crawl within these tunnels and suddenly his camera and light begins to act up. He then begins to exit the tunnel, but not before he captures this. Number 2. 3 guys are exploring a haunted insane asylum abandoned tunnel. The tunnel is based in Ontario, Canada, but they begin to panic because they lose their friend named Matt. They start lurking around dark corners trying to find their friend when suddenly they find this. Before we get to number 1, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Austin Vro. I just stayed in the most haunted hotel in America, and I think you should check it out for yourself because what we captured is insane. I'm gonna be posting the video next week, so make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss it. Number 1. A Ukrainian man is exploring the woods when he finds an abandoned bridge. He starts walking alongside the bridge when he finds a sewer that also looks abandoned. He quickly pulls out his phone and starts putting his phone down in the sewer. This is what he captured.
These people were urban exploring an abandoned building when they found these terrifying photos all over the place. I'm gonna roll the clip right now.
Вроде бы как. Ну, вообще всего такого, как бы, фотографий таких. Пипец.
What the f? You hear that? Get out of here! Go! Run! Let's go. Turn off your lights. Kobe's lost. He's way up there. There's lights. It's up there, and he literally just said, get down. You actually get down. That are not Kobe. Did you guys see that? Right there. That's why I think they just went in, so we got a booking with them.
There was 3 people. Did you see how close they got to me?
They were like walking right next to you. Sam and Nick were on one side, and Colby went ahead. Were they security or were they just people?
It was just 3. It was 2 girls and 1 guy. It was just people.
Okay, it was just people. So it should be good. Helicopter light! No, put your lights down.
There's a helicopter and it has searchlights.
Let's see. I don't know if it's looking for us, but legit. That literally had a searchlight. Why would it have a searchlight? Run. Guys. Colby!
The road. If we just jog the road, you want to make it back?
So you want to just run the road right now?
That's what I'm thinking. How are we going to find our way back in the dark forest?
Okay. Let's do it while there's noise. God.
Somebody is screaming.
Scream. Bloody murder.
Let's get out of here faster. Come on.
How is that? Dude, that scares them. Whoa. Guys, what the f? Do you hear that? Get out of here. Go. Guys, go. Run. Go. Get out of here. Back pocket.
grab my SD card. Cops right behind us, guys. There was a screaming lady, literally the most scared I've ever been. She literally sounded like she was crying. As soon as we get out of here, we need to call the cops. She was in trouble. Cop literally just sped off in the other direction because he saw someone. All right. So that was our chance. Well, let's get across the street and call Uber right there. My God.
Fact did actually encounter a real murder. I remember hearing so many stories about these YouTubers, which was them, Sam and Kobe, that went into the woods and then they heard like some woman screaming, and it was actually a woman getting murdered. That's crazy.
That's why you always lock your doors. Will from Will Whereabouts was camping in the middle of the woods in Box Hill, UK.
I think this will do for tonight's stealth camping. Freezing cold! That'll be a good way just to get some heat in here in the mornings and in the evenings when it really does start to drop. I've decided to put my gas portable stove just sitting on the boxes which it goes in, because I'm going to spark it up and get a bit of nice warm air to come through.
When suddenly, late at night, he's awoken by what sounds like human voices.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
Will explains he was all alone in that site, so what exactly made those sounds?
Dude, I don't think you're gonna get sleep at all.
This video still bothers me because I could never find a source. I remember seeing it on some forum over a year ago, posted with zero context, but it still creeps me out to this day. But what do you think it is?
Creepy videos that will keep you up at night.
What's what are you? It's a fire!
Here. And yes, my fan is on. That's why you see it glowing. But what the hell? Why is it wrinkling like that? Now that looked like a face.
That time my mom received a phone call from my deceased uncle. Or was something pretending to be him. My mom and aunt were on the phone when this voice took over the call.
Like screaming or something in this tunnel. I'm gonna go check it out. What the hell? Hello? What the fuck was that?
Cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos a ti.
Time to go inside. We out here doing gang shit.
In the moonlight, my honey,
tightness in your chest. You can't move your arms and legs. You begin to panic.
Like, I'm personally not scared or like weird about animatronics, but it's always like creepy to me to see them malfunction. I think it's because of the human features with like the robotic aesthetic that just makes it look creepy sometimes.
Happy birthday, dear Bricky. No. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish. And many more. Right. Almost. Whoa. Alright, Jackie. I don't want to know the details. All right, here, honey. The girl's got to have a present. This is from me. Yeah. Did you know? Cute. Should we cut the cake? Yeah. Jackie, press its pause.
Hey, kiddo. Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can.
Please tell me so.
Hey, kiddo. Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay?
Shut up. No way. That is not worked. That is not worked.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Mais je pense que le professeur ne va pas venir aujourd'hui. Donc je retourne à la maison.
Lexi woke up from a nightmare, only to find out followed her into reality.
I don't know if you guys can know, I've never had a dream like this before. And then what happened after is just fucking, I'm about to fucking puke. So anyways, we were laughing, ha ha ha, everything's fine. I got good vibes, and all of a sudden, they all look at me, and they're just lifeless. Like, they're like, there's like at least like 30 people in the room, okay? And they all look at me, and they're like this. And I got the most sick feeling. And all of a sudden, for some reason, I was wearing this cross in my dream. I go like this, and I start to grip my cross. And I'm just like, and then the person that I was talking to, he goes, "Why are you doing that?" And he was just like, "Why are you scared?" And then this is where I knew it was demonic. Because just basically saying that God doesn't exist. He was like, "What do you think he's gonna do for you? Like, you think God even exists? You think he's gonna," and just, and then it was gonna tell me at the end that God didn't exist. And I just fucking, I've never like been able to grip this cross in my dream. And I just backed up. And then I started praying to God. And then I felt myself being lifted up. Like, lifted. Everything just disappeared. It happened right after, and then I fucking woke up. So anyways, I was like, oh my God. Like, I've never had such a spiritual dream like that. And I went in the kitchen because I was so fucking terrified. And I just said, I rebuke anything in the name of Jesus that is not meant to be in this house. I rebuke anything. Right after I said that, I heard 3 knocks on my front door. And I looked outside, and nobody was fucking there. And it was late, okay? It was fucking late. And so after that, I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, whatever I casted out of my house was like, it got casted out. And like,
I should be out and about. Fuck on my keys, bro. What the fuck is that?
What is that? What is that, puppy? What is that? What the fuck?
oh my God, no, fuck that.
Hi guys, good morning. What? Okay. Let me record. What? Let me record. No, okay.
Dude, I don't know what type of glitch in the matrix or sorcery that guy was working with, but I don't know how the hell he did that.
A scary video of a teenager who spent the night at Michael Jackson's home has resurfaced. In 1999, the pop king, Michael Jackson, had transformed his vast ranch into a veritable private amusement park named Neverland. It featured rides, a cinema, a zoo, and luxurious bedrooms. A magical place, especially for children, whom Michael loved to invite for a dream stay. But this dream could have turned into a nightmare. Will, a teenager who stayed there one night, filmed something terrifying. A now viral video shows what he experienced. If you are sensitive, do not watch the ending. Woken up in the middle of the night, Will spots a strange, motionless figure staring intensely at him and whispering chilling words. Frozen in panic, he dares not move, fearing that this thing might attack him. When he finally screams for help, he experiences the most terrifying moment of his life. The rest of this video is hard to watch.
David has responded, not with words, but with his actions, because last night David was playing on Fortnite on the casual reload 0 build mode, and out of the entire game session, he had only 1 victory royale. He's also been seen unfollowing large creators who speak out against him. For example, Lacey from FaZe said David was on his viewers list on the stream, and then he unfollowed him.
David was in the viewer list on my stream, and he just unfollowed me on Twitch. Is that, like, that's fucking creepy, no?
He's also been seen following Celeste Rebez's brother off and on again. He's turned off his comments on all of his social media platforms, and he's apparently going back through his old reposts on TikTok and taking down the suspicious ones. If you didn't know, David has a bunch of weird-ass reposts, but the most concerning one was where he cuts up chicken and compares that to cutting up a girlfriend. But what's interesting about him playing Fortnite is it's speculated from David's Discord server that him and Celeste Rebez met through Fortnite around 2021, which is leading me to speculate he might be deleting messages from him and Celeste because he's definitely not getting any crowds on Fortnite.
My sister sent me this scary video. She had gone to sleep at our grandfather's house. He passed away, but during the night, she recorded something that looked like him waving at her through the door of his old room. As soon as I saw the video, I rushed to the farmhouse. When I got there, she was no longer in the house. It was raining heavily, and unfortunately, we ended up trapped inside after a tree fell in front of the gate. We started to panic, not knowing what to do. The house is really far from the city. We called the fire department, but because of the strong rain, they said they could only remove the tree the next morning. And that's when everything started to get worse. That night, we heard my sister screaming from downstairs. When we got there, I couldn't believe what I saw. If you guys want part 2 with the rest of the story, leave a lot of comments and I'll post it.
So this MMA fighter is now in prison for life. Now the guy, he calls himself War Machine, and War Machine's around 25 years old when this story starts, and like I said, he's an MMA fighter. And one day in 2007, he gets his big break when he's cast on season 6 of The Ultimate Fighter, which is like a competition reality TV show for MMA fighters who are trying to fight in the UFC. And while he's on the show, I guess War Machine kind of gets a reputation for being a little bit mentally unstable. And so anyway, eventually the season of the show ends and he gets a contract with the UFC. But unfortunately for him, his contract with the UFC is terminated after only one fight. And while War Machine isn't going to give up, unfortunately his reputation for being mentally unstable turns out to be true. And as the years go by, his behavior gets worse and worse. And he starts taking steroids and taking stimulants, and it's making him roid rage and act out. And he gets arrested for domestic violence. He gets arrested multiple times for bar fights. Here's one of his mug shots. And while he's in and out of jail, he continues to have moderate success as an MMA fighter. His record is actually 14 wins and 5 losses, which, I mean, that's better than I could do. But this moderate success isn't quite enough. He's just not making enough money anymore, and he really needs to pay his bills. So in 2009, he's around 28 years old at this point, he starts making adult content. You know, like adult films. In fact, he makes a lot of adult films. 23 to be exact, I counted. And so a few years later, in 2013, he starts dating fellow adult film star Christy Mack. Here's a picture of him and Christy together. And here's another one. Now, he seems to be making enough to pay his bills at this point, but his adult film career and his new relationship do nothing to chill him out. He still seems mentally unstable and he gets set off by the slightest thing. Plus, he's active on social media now. So he's like posting videos about altercations he gets into. Like here he's talking about how he got into it with a clerk at 7-Eleven, something involving a Slurpee.
Oh, I want to smash the fucking motherfucker. So I dumped my fucking Slurpee on the floor so those fucking dumb motherfuckers could clean it up. Why can't I just get a fucking Slurpee? Why that motherfuckers gotta harass me and tell me to take out my fucking hoodie? How is that even a fucking rule? How is that even illegal?
Another time he got into it with a guy who works at the gym.
And I just squared up with him. I said, motherfucker. I said, get the fuck out of my fucking face right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my face. Don't talk to me again in your life. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, bro is posting all kinds of crazy stuff on social media as he seems to be going more and more off the rails. Now, during this time, he's still dating Christy, the adult film star, and one would think that he would be comfortable with her profession or at least accepting of it since they've been dating a while. But one day, suddenly, he's not. He gets mad that she's doing the job she does. You know, the job she was doing when they first met. The thing he was doing when they first met. And so War Machine, he starts getting violent with her. Often. Like, he beats her up all the time, and he'll like take her phone away to stop her from calling her mom for help. And this crazy relationship goes on for over a year until, I guess, they break up. But from what I can tell, it seems like they've split up more than once. But anyway, they break up, and War Machine finally moves out of her house in Las Vegas, and he moves back to San Diego, where he lived before. However, even after moving out, he keeps the key to her house. I guess he still stays the night there sometimes? I don't know. This all seems very messy. But anyway, so Christy starts moving on, and she starts hanging out with this other guy. His name's Corey. And so now it finally seems like she and War Machine can be over for good. And War Machine, he can move on with his life, and he can find someone else. Until War Machine does not, in fact, move on. In fact, this whole situation gets much worse, because one night he decides to surprise Christy by driving to her house in the middle of the night. And so he pulls up, and he uses his key to get in. And he sneaks in quietly, and he creeps into her bedroom. And suddenly, boom, the dogs start barking when they hear him enter the bedroom. And this wakes Christy up, and Corey is there too. And at the same time, War Machine turns on the light, and he finds Christy in the bed with Corey. And he is pissed. And so, bam, he jumps on Corey, and pow, pow, he starts punching him in the face. And Christy's screaming at him to stop, and she grabs her phone and she calls 911, and then she hides the phone, leaving the line open so that the 911 operator can hear what's going on. While War Machine, the trained MMA fighter, is beating up Corey, the guy who was just like asleep. And so this beating is brutal. And he gets Corey in a chokehold, and he nearly knocks him out, and he just keeps on punching him. 10 minutes later, War Machine is finally done kicking his ass, and he tells him to get lost, and if he tells anyone about this, that he and his friends will come find him and they'll unalive him. And so Corey leaves. But now Christy's there alone with War Machine. And so boom, he grabs her and he starts punching her. And she's getting hit so hard that she's going in and out of consciousness. And she ends up on the bathroom floor. While War Machine, somehow he finds her phone and he starts going through her Instagram and her Twitter accounts. And anytime he sees something he doesn't like, pow, he hits her. Oh, but then it gets really bad. Because that is when he tries to SA her, but he can't because he can't perform. And so instead, he gets a dull kitchen knife and he stabs her. And he's also texting people from her phone and canceling all her plans, canceling her plans from her calendar for the following days so that no one will worry about where she is. Oh, but he's still not done, because then he leaves Christy in the bedroom and he goes to the kitchen to get another, even sharper knife to unalive her with. But him leaving the room gives her an opening, and this is her only chance to escape. And so boom, she runs. And she runs out the back door and into the backyard, and she jumps the fence and she starts banging on her neighbor's door. And people aren't hearing her knock, so she runs from house to house, knocking on doors until finally a neighbor answers. And ultimately, Christy gets taken to the hospital. He had been beating her up for about 2 hours. And of course, War Machine knows he's screwed. And so he goes on the run and he hides while police, they're looking for him. And while he's hiding out, he's like publicly tweeting at her. I love you and I hope you're okay. I came home early to surprise you and help you set up for your convention. I can't believe what I found. I can't believe what happened. All I wanted was to surprise you and help and do something nice. Now this, I'm so heartbroken in all ways. I will always love you. Anyways, because of those tweets, police are able to trace the IP location of his cell phone. And after about 10 days on the run, police finally find him at a hotel in Simi Valley, California, where he was fighting with yet another woman. And so, bam, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. And he goes to trial, and he's found guilty, and he gets sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, that dude definitely had some problems, because he literally had a girl on the side. Then he started arguing with another girl. Yeah, I don't know, dude. End of the day, man, this is why I just gonna be telling y'all, dude. Just focus on yourself, do what you gotta do, stay out the way, and you're good. You're all good. That's it. That's literally all it is.
Thank you all for watching this here video.